Gamers! I'm Jason, and today on Dice and Dragons we finally got it. Some of you may have saw me unbox the shipping box on social media. It's Batman Gotham City Chronicles. Now we are going to be doing an unboxing of the core set. The way this unboxing is going to be done is I will unbox first the heroes, Batman's side, because, well, the game is named after him. And then we're going to unbox the villain's core set. Now, if you saw me on social media, you know that I did get the all-in pledge. What I will be doing is unboxing the expansion content at a later time. For this video, we are just going to take a look at the core set. With that being said, I'm going to swing from building to building, or from scene to scene, more like it, and we're going to start unboxing the heroes. Now let's unbox Batman Gotham City Chronicles. I've only taken off the plastic and got a nice tight seal on the box here. Love the art on it. Let's see what we got inside. Well, that is very cool. We get one of the classic shots of the Bat family. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better this way. Just going into combat with Bane and some of his henchmen. Love this. I gotta find a place to set this up in the game room. That over here. We have the rule book, as you can see, and this is a fairly hefty rule book now. Everything we need to go through the game describes all of the different abilities, and wow, it's almost a 60-page rule book. Gonna take a while to learn this game. And then we've got the mission book for the core game. Tells you how to set everything up, who you're going to be fighting, and all the different missions. It looks like from the index we get a total of 7, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 missions. Well, that is a sizable amount of missions for just a core box. Now, we've got some dice here. I did happen to get some extra die in the all-in pledge. Might actually just throw them into this bag right here. As you can see, they're all custom die, but similar symbols. Not quite sure what each of them do in terms of when you'd be rolling them. Haven't got around to learning the game. So, nice amount of dice though, considering that this is about a 5-player game, and I'm just dropping them all over the place. That's all right. Makes the game, the video a little more entertaining. Now, I'm going to try to get this open. I do like the fact that it's not as tightly sealed as other packages. Give me a second here as I pull this off camera to get this open. All right, so quite clearly these look to be the equipment cards. Batarangs, grappling hooks, cape, tear gas, armband computer, security pass. So as you can see, we got a nice stack of different equipment cards. And let's see what we got. Actually, these look to be the equipment cards. We got something different down here. These are probably items that you can pick up during the course of the game, or maybe character specific, as I got a different back than these equipment cards. Still not quite sure what the difference is. I'll put those back in here. Then we just have some fairly standard marking cubes, probably for wounds and things like that. So let's get all this stuff back in the bag, and we'll move it off to the side so that we can keep going. Also, this does come out. There is actually a fair bit of room under here, so if you do, let me just show you actually. So if you do happen to need to place anything in there, well, you might be able to get some stuff fit in actually. Now let's put this off to the side, probably be off camera now. And we've got some nice foam packaging, so let's not worry about what's under there. Let's take a look at the miniatures. So you've got a nice grid of what all the miniatures are and where they go. Now we can see what are the standard ones: some bystanders, citizen, guards, SWAT, drones, Gotham City Police, and then of course all of the heroes. Let's open it up and see. I will actually take these, let's take this out just to give you some better visibility. We'll move the stuff that came with it here. We'll move this over here. I know some of it's not going to be on camera anymore, but what we're going to do is we'll take the tray out for each of them and get it back on the main viewer here so you can see everything. Now, as we were talking about, we've got, as you can see, the, bystanders, your citizens. I like how they're orange, they stand out. We've got some of the security guards, SWAT, looks to be workers or bomb squad. I know it's written on the box, I just don't remember right this second. We've got the drones, overall I like the way they look, and of course the GCPD officers, and you'll notice that they do come with some different molds. So I'm just going to take this, set it down over here. We'll grab what you're probably the most excited about, as I am, our heroes. The Boy Wonder was trying to get out. I do really love the cape that we've got on here, and we definitely have quite a fair bit of heroes and sculpt. Azrael, it'll take me way too long to show me all of them. Well, not show you guys all of them. We've got two different sculpts for Catwoman, as you can see, which I like. We've got Batwoman up here. Spoiler. Oh, that's probably Batgirl, actually. This looks to be more like Batwoman. Love the cape. Huntress. Some different sculpts for Batman. That's what these are, the different bases for the Dark Knight Batman, the infamous Frank Miller one. We've got our standard Batman sculpt, pretty good. Like how everything fits in very well. This looks like Robin, not sure which one. Probably Tim Drake, as we've got Nightwing Dick Grayson right here. The infamous Bat Cow that caused the stir, but was added free and for fun by Monolith. Of course, we've got some of the less super heroic figures with Commissioner Gordon and then Detective Renee. So pretty cool. Definitely like what we've got in here for the miniatures. Like that we've got the vacuum form packaging. We'll put everything back away in here and then seal it up. Yeah. And then as you can see, you've got, once again, so that was just a different version of SWAT, the guys with the box there. All the different Robins, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, Nightwing, idea of where they go, and it's Renee Montoya. I didn't realize Black Canary was in there, so good amount of heroes that we get in this base game. Now let's move that over. I gotta say, I do like the foam to keep everything in place while shipping and storing. Very nice touch. Here we've got the player boards. I like that there's an inset to them. Makes it easier for you to keep everything in the right spot. I thought there was 4 boards, but we've got 3 of them here right now. There may be the other 2 in another box. And then here is, it just slid a little bit. So we'll open this up. We've got the different characters, and just so you can see, and you can place them and they'll fit nicely on the board. Batman, Catwoman, Commissioner Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Huntress, Batgirl, Bluebird. I like how they all actually look like the miniatures too. Makes it a little easier for you to pick the right characters. And it was actually Harvey that I pulled out, not Commissioner Gordon earlier when I was showing the miniatures. Mistakes can be made. We'll take that, put it off camera, and let's see what we got here. Another piece of foam. This one I think is critical to keep your boards from bouncing around, and man, the board is big. And I'm not going to open up the whole thing. You can see they're different full boards, which is actually kind of nice instead of having tiles. You can tell by the way they fold. So in the box for the heroes, we get 2 different boards. Pretty cool. Now what I'll do is we're going to put everything back in the box nicely. I'm going to think about how I'm going to try to store everything in the long term here, but so far Monolith has done a good job. The only thing I don't like is trying to condense some of the stuff all together is going to be fairly difficult, but everything is packaged in such a way to protect it over the long term, and that's something that we do not see. Foam's a little bit of a pain to get back in. As I said, we do not see a lot of this level of production and protection from many board game companies. Put everything back. And as you can see, fairly easy to get everything back together in here. You know what? The dice fit a little better here. And you know what? I'm probably going to store it like that. Works just a little bit better. We've got the booklets. And they had it like this so that you keep the seams there. As I don't have a place for this beautiful, I'm trying to get out of the box without damaging it, this beautiful print here. We'll get everything all nicely back in the box, and there you have it. There is the hero box for Gotham City Chronicles, and now we're going to start unboxing the villains. Now let's unbox the villains. All right. Once again, we see some nice packaging with the foam to protect everything. Now this is the villain board here, and doesn't look all that great in the plastic. We'll take it out. And as you can see, yeah, this is the villain control board. Still haven't learned the game yet, so I'm not quite sure how this works. We'll just put the foam in the box. That's off camera. We'll place the villain board here. And we actually have a much larger box for the miniatures box here for our villains. You know what? I'm not going to take this out. It's being a little bit of a pain. And let's just go over who you've got really out here. So Scarecrow, Wrath, Jason Todd is Hush, Two-Face, Red Hood, Classic, Bane, Scarecrow, Firefly, the Joker, of course, the Riddler, Harley Quinn with her hammer, Man-Bat, Solomon Grundy, Bane and Venom injected. Ooh, he's a big killer Croc. As you can see, we got a lot of different villains. It'll be way too long for me to try to showcase everything here. So, you know what, let me just pop the box up. No, it's not the greatest view. Just to start getting it out. And there we go. So you know what, let me put this right here. And here really are all the, we'll take a look at this first. Yeah, everything was a little tight. I know it's not the best view, I apologize. So here are all of the punch boards for Batman Gotham City Chronicles here. Now, not sure what we've got, but we've got a total of 1. As you can see here, we've got all the villains. 2, 3. One of these smaller ones probably was starting them. So we got a total of 4 punch boards here. Not too bad. And hopefully we'll have a nice place to store it. We did have that little space under the heroes box. We could probably store most of this stuff, but still not quite sure. We'll put that off camera. I'm actually going to do, it's a little different for an unboxing. I'm going to move this as well, because what we really want to see is what's in the big box right here. And don't forget, we got the carnivorous plants for Poison Ivy, and of course, a gang. What is a Batman villain without their gang? As you can see, we've got definitely a lot more miniatures in here. We start with all of the different henchmen, so you can get an idea. As you can see the Riddler symbol on the chest. This is for the Riddler. Looks to be like someone related to Solomon Grundy here, of course. Poison Ivy, the carnivorous plants, Scarecrow. Just not too sure who everyone's related to. Guys wearing the gas mask. Hoodie guy's probably working for the Red Hood. So pretty cool. We get all the gang members here. And that's neat. We got one guy that shows you how to glue the net to it. Yeah, you definitely have to attach it with glue. Not something I'm going to do right now. I'm not sure where that guy... Oh, there they are. But that doesn't really look like it would store well all that easily after you've gone ahead and glued it. But in any case, we'll take a look. Let's start with the big guys, the big villains. Now they have moved around here. We've got Killer Croc, Clayface, and that is a fantastic Clayface miniature. I really like the scale of it, even with how much bigger it is than Killer Croc. We've got, who else has moved around here? Looks to be Solomon Grundy. I don't remember all the Batman villain names, unfortunately. But they all have nice handholds here that would let you pop them out. Let's try to get everything a little back in the box. Oh, here's Killer Croc. You know what? I'm not sure who that is. Let's flip the box over here quickly again. So, the lanky guys and the lanky villains are Mr. Bloom, and that's Tusk. So I got Solomon Grundy right, and then Dr. Death. And I'm just going to showcase, let's take them out actually. Put them here. You saw Killer Croc. Let's try to get Man-Bat out. Really like the villain sculpt for Man-Bat, even though he's glued together. Really cool. Love the way they have everyone fitting in here. I'll just say Mr. Bloom feels a little fragile there, but still looks very, very cool. And the Monolith has done a good job with creating this vacuum packaging. If you push them in hard enough, they do get in here tight. But putting Mr. Bloom and Man-Bat back in here at the same time is definitely a little bit of a pain in the butt. I'm not quite sure how I like it. There we go. And let's try to get these guys all back in so they don't move around anymore. It's not the easiest. And the only reason I'm doing this is to show you the sort of the drawbacks of some of the packaging for the game if you do want to make your own. But did I have this just all mixed up? It doesn't seem... These three spaces here in the middle, at least with my packaging, are definitely a little bit of a pain in the butt to get everything sort of back in. It takes a little bit of pressure to keep them in, I get why, but I do got to give them full credit for nice vacuum packaging here. It does look like I maybe put Tusk back in the wrong spot, but overall, good stuff. And then, of course, I like that we have this nice plastic protector. Again, we get your Batman villains, the ones that we all know and love. So here are the net guys with their nets. And I'm very curious of how this is going to work with glue. And I'll also kind of go back into the packaging. It doesn't really look like it's going to work. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these the net pieces for the moment. We shall see. I may or may not glue them and just try to see how they fit, because right now, based on how it was sitting in there, it doesn't seem to fit very well. Now let's see some of the big villains. So we've got Harley Quinn with her hammer. Gotta love it. Penguin. I really like this Firefly miniature. Always been partial to mechs. Pretty cool. Forget who this guy is. Definitely not up to date on all my Batman villains. But we've got the classics: Mr. J, the Joker, the Riddler, and of course a venom-injected Bane. Take me forever to go through all of this stuff. Already took me a lot longer than I wanted to. Poison Ivy, and that is a very cool sculpt. Definitely like it. And let's box everything all back up. So it's easier to tell which way it goes because of the box there. We then got our gang members. Oh. This is still not the easiest to manipulate. As you can see, I just picked it up and people fell back out. Just keep that in mind. Now, am I putting it in on the wrong side? No, I will say it's a cool idea, but it's not the easiest packaging. It does well here, but manipulating it is not the best. Otherwise, we will get this all sealed back up, move this out of the way, bring back the base box, and let's make sure we don't put anything upside down. Get it all nicely on camera. So put our miniatures back in. I wish this box was maybe a little smaller, or 2 boxes, just to be able to get it out. We've got the control board for the villains. Now, I'm putting the punch boards on the top because you know what time it's going to be right after this. It's going to be time to punch all this stuff out. And I forgot to put it in, so just slide it in right now. The foam, that you're going to want to keep handy. This piece just happened to fell out, so I'm putting it at the top here. And seal it up. There you go. There you have it. There is the villains box. So thank you guys for watching the video, and we're going to come back with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching our unboxing of Batman Gotham City Chronicles. Down below, you will be seeing links popping up right now or shortly to some more Batman content, even possibly our review of Batman Gotham City Under Siege. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell to make sure you're notified as to when we have our next video coming out. And don't forget, we have our social media feeds down there in the video description as well. And as we always like to take it out here on Dice & Dragons, just going to remind everyone to keep playing games.